When Rockhampton-born and bred Cameron Forbes gave up working in a bank and got a job with the local paper, he found his true love, journalism. He worked at the Morning Bulletin from 1958 to 1965 before being hired by The Age in Melbourne.
Cameron was one of a crop of outstanding journalists who were recruited during the editorship of Graham Perkin, which was, in the view of many people, a sort of golden era for the newspaper.
He was part of the remaking of At the Age at a time when it really mattered, not just to Melbourne or Victoria, but everywhere.
At no time was the match disrupted.
As leader writer and foreign editor, Cameron Forbes led The Age's campaign against apartheid. He was also one of the first to tell the stories of Aboriginal lives.
He had a very strong interest in social justice, and I think that was particularly demonstrated in his coverage of Indigenous affairs. In that era, he wrote some of the best pieces that were published in mainstream newspapers about the conditions of Indigenous Australians.
He was sent to Canberra as political correspondent for the short-lived Newsday before being posted to London as European correspondent for The Age in 1975. Here he got his first taste of wars, covering the IRA in Northern Ireland and the Portuguese Revolution. In 1985, Cameron moved to Singapore to cover Asia for The Age, and in 1986 his reporting of the fall of Ferdinand Marcos earned him the Graham Perkin Journalist of the Year award. Cameron has covered some of the world's ugliest conflicts, but colleagues consistently praise the beauty of his writing.
He writes with acuteness, but he thinks with breadth and tolerance and great grace.
I think Humphrey Hawksley of the BBC once said to a number of us, Cam doesn't need to worry about deadlines, he's a poet. But it was said affectionately, and it had carried a truth that his prose could be quite impressive.
In 1992, Cameron swapped to The Australian and wound up his career as a foreign correspondent with a 4-year posting to Washington. He decided to call it quits and come home to retire, but it wasn't to be. He started writing books.
Books are, in lots of ways, a natural extension of his journalism because he always did take this broader view. He always did look for the history, look for the roots, look for the origins rather than just the eruption.
With a third book recently completed and a fourth already contracted, Cameron Forbes looks set to continue to keep providing readers with the beautifully crafted writing that is his signature.
There's been a consistent quality and individuality to his journalism that has been not only good for the people who've read him, but I think has also been good for Australian journalism, that he set quite a high standard and carried through on that standard throughout his career in the newspapers and subsequently as an author.
This award is Cameron Forbes' first Walkley.
Cameron, you so deserve this.
Cameron, you complained for many years about not getting a Walkley. Can you shut up now?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cameron Forbes.
To say I'm surprised is one of the great understatements. I've always treasured words and the play of words, and now I find I'm totally without them, except to say that there are so many people in journalism who've mentored me and helped me and guided me, but also the story is about people. And I feel immensely proud that I've been able to bring the stories of some people to attention. This is the most amazing moment I can imagine. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived.